A very good morning, dear students. So in yesterday's class we had studied about nutrition and what are nutrients, the definition of nutrition, as well as we also studied about the different modes of nutrition, right? So today in this class we are going to start a very important process, okay, of chapter 1, that is the process of photosynthesis. So let's get started with today's class. Yes. So we start with photosynthesis today. So photosynthesis, actually when you break up this word, okay, photosynthesis can be broken up into two parts. So the first part is photo. Photo means light. Okay, the meaning of photo is light. Second part is synthesis. The meaning of synthesis is to make or to combine. Okay, so photosynthesis means when green plants make their own food using sunlight. Okay, that is called photosynthesis. Photo means light, synthesis means to make or to combine. So it is the food making process in plants. It is the process by which plants make their own food. Okay, so now let us see here what is written. Leaves are the food factories of the plants. Okay, that means what? Leaves actually they help to make food. Okay, so leaf you can call it as a kitchen of the plant. Why you can call it as the kitchen? Because these are the food factories of the plant. Okay, it is the place where food is made. All raw materials must reach the leaf in order to make food. Now what is raw material? Raw material is the starting material of any reaction. Okay, so whenever you start any chemical reaction, photosynthesis is actually a chemical reaction. Okay, you will study. Raw material is what? The materials which are needed for a reaction to start. Those are called raw materials. Now these raw materials has to reach the leaf definitely. Like suppose at home, where do you cook food? In the kitchen? Yes. So whatever materials are needed for you to cook food, everything should be there in the kitchen or not. Same thing, whatever material you need in order to make food in the plant, that has to reach the leaf, because leaf is the place where food is made, right? Now water and minerals present in the soil are absorbed by the roots and transported to the leaves. So now water and minerals, you know where it is present? It is present in the soil. So who will absorb the water and minerals? By the roots. You studied about parts of the plant in junior classes. You know that roots help in absorption of water and minerals. Okay, so these roots will absorb, and where it will go? It will go to the leaves. Right. Now carbon dioxide, it is not present in the soil, isn't it? Carbon dioxide is present in the air. Now carbon dioxide is also needed for photosynthesis. So how will it reach the leaf? Through tiny pores present on the surface of the leaf. Okay, so on the surface of the leaf, especially in the bottom side, not on the top side. In the top side also you have, but mainly in the bottom side you have certain pores. What are these pores called? Stomata. One of you asked me the question, what is the difference between stoma and stomata? Stomata is plural. That means when many pores are present together you call stomata. But if you consider only one pore, it is called stoma. Stoma is singular, stomata is plural. So these pores, they are called stomata and is surrounded by guard cells. So I'll show you a diagram and then you can understand it better. Yes, so this is the diagram. So when you see the diagram, can you see how, you know, you can see that it is actually the diagram of the guard cells and the stomata as a whole. Okay, so now as you can see here that these shapes, these are like kidney shapes or bean shapes, right? So when you look at bean or when you look at kidney, the shape is somewhat like this. So in case of guard cells also, these two are the guard cells and this is the stoma. Stoma is the singular. Okay, so these guard cells actually they act like gates. Okay, so when the stoma is open, the guard cells will be like this. When the stoma is closed, these two, they are close to one another. That means there will be no pore here. So stomata, when does the stomata open? When it has to take in gas. Then only it will open. And when will it close? When the gas is already taken in and there is no work, then the stomata will remain closed. Okay, so there will be no gap here. That means the guard cells will be close to one another. There will be no gap, right? So now these guard cells are swollen. Swollen means there is a gap here, so they are extended. Okay. So now you may ask me what is chloroplast. Chloroplast are certain small, you know, organs which are present in a plant cell as a whole. It contains chlorophyll. It makes the plant appear green. Cell wall, it is the boundary of any plant cell. Okay, this is the stoma. Then you have the nucleus. Nucleus is the part of the cell. It helps in controlling the cell, any cell. And vacuole. Now vacuole, actually this is a particular organ which is present in plant cells. This organ, actually what does it do? It helps to store the waste products, and it also helps to maintain the proper shape of the plant cell. Okay, so you will study about all these things later in higher classes. So we'll continue with the further explanation in the next slides. Thank you.